Getting ready for a new school year. That's our Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from Google is technology expert Christina Basilio. Hi, Christina.
Hey, how are you doing?
Terrific. Well, as kids are preparing for a new school year, parents too, what are some of the top search trends in the category?
Yeah, so back to school shopping is in full swing with searches for back to school supplies up 450% in the last month. We're seeing a lot of searches for school supplies for high school freshmen or school supplies for what I would need when I go to college as breakout searches. So I'm wondering if there are a lot of students maybe trying to get ready for the next big chapter in their life.
Right. Freshmen going into either high school or college, I guess, have a lot to look for, maybe especially college, because they got to buy a lot more stuff, I suppose.
Oh yeah, things like looking for your dorm room, getting your supplies. There's a lot of questions that these kids have, and they're coming to Google to maybe get a head start on it all.
Terrific. And backpacks are big too, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, backpacks are really big when we're talking about back to school. And for this year, we're seeing clear backpacks are the top search type, followed by mesh backpacks.
Interesting. And kids are looking for info as well about some of the subjects or classes that they'll be taking or have signed up for.
Yeah, so what we've seen in the past week is we've seen more searches for like, is blank hard? And some of those searches are, is physics hard? Is AP psychology hard? And is biology hard? If I had to answer those questions, I think it would be yes.
And Google has some tools that can really help them with the schoolwork, I guess, that you can let them know about.
Yeah, so for students, what we're seeing is word problems aren't just for math anymore. And Google Search and Google Lens are two great ways to help them maybe try to understand those difficult concepts a little bit better. And it should be pretty simple for folks. You can either go directly to the Google search bar or click on the scan an image item on the search bar to access Google Lens. And what you can do is either type in that word problem or take a picture of it. And what you'll end up getting is a step-by-step breakdown on how to solve that problem. And hopefully that'll help kids when they're trying to understand maybe a little bit more of a difficult concept, or if they're just trying to make sure they're following the right steps and getting their work correct.
That's interesting. So with your phone, you can simply hold up to your, if you have a homework sheet or a book or whatever you're trying to do, you can take a picture of it and it will
Yeah,
step you through how to solve the problem.
yeah, it'll if you take a picture of it or if you type it in from your phone or your computer, it'll look at the word problem and help you solve it. So it'll bring up what maybe the teacher is trying to get you to solve and what that concept is and kind of the step by step on how to solve those type of problems.
It's interesting. Back in the old days, we would have said, hey, you're cheating or something. But I guess the education establishment today knows that the kids have these tools.
Yeah, and I think what we're trying to do is make sure the kids have the resources they need to succeed because a lot of times they may be in the room by themselves and they don't have someone to answer that question. So making sure that they have the building blocks to understand those concepts better, we're just trying to make it a little bit easier for them.
What about help for parents and teachers here as the new school year is looming?
Oh, yeah. So parents and teachers, I know something that's really important for them is to stay organized. And sometimes we're really, really busy. And so we have tools like Google Classroom for teachers that can help them stay organized, keep all of their assignments in one place. And a really cool thing that Google Classroom has are these things called practice sets. So maybe you're giving your kids homework assignments to like try to help them understand a concept, and you're trying to figure out where they get stuck. Some things that you can do with AI now built into Google Classroom is it'll give you suggested comments or questions to help the students think through the content you're giving them to get them a little bit better, hopefully to that right answer. And then for parents, we have Bard. And for me personally, I don't remember the last time I did fractions. And when I think about how I could help my kids with their homework, I would want to understand how can I give that information to them in a way that they could understand. So using Bard, you could actually do prompts like, how do I teach my 7-year-old fractions? And it'll help you give that language so you could maybe help them with their homework too.
Wow, really interesting. And there's something on YouTube too called interactive questions. What is that about?
Yeah. So on YouTube, sometimes people go to those different videos to try to learn about different concepts, again, in the STEM field like biology, chemistry. And so eventually YouTube is going to be giving you AI generated quizzes that'll just populate what's in the content of the video. So then you can maybe test your knowledge as you go.
Just terrific. Is there an overall place people can head to learn more about how they can get some help here?
Yeah, so if you want to look into some of the features I was talking about earlier on Google Search and Google Lens, super easy, just go to google.com. And if you're trying to learn a little bit more about Bard to help your kids, you go to bard.google.
And really, all of the AI stuff is pretty new, I guess, this year. Things that weren't available in previous years
Yeah,
will
AI is
be there
definitely
now.
making a lot of your stuff better.
Wonderful. Christina Basilio, thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you.